I want to try shrooms. Do you have any recommendations for first-time users who don't want perma-ego death?
The recommended beginning dose is anywhere from 1.5 to 2 grams, I believe, up to an eighth for your first time. Make sure you have a really good setting. Make sure you've got some music to listen to. Make sure you've got some really good friends who have experience with people that are on psychedelics before you do it. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do to prepare to have a good trip. I think that there are certain personality types that really enjoy the ego death thing, but I think you can have certain personality types that really don't, and I think mine is one that really doesn't. I wonder what happens if you do like 20 grams. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably like a maximum limit of shrooms you can do, I imagine. Like past like, is there a difference between like 1,000 or 100? You know, I don't know. I did an eighth and it was awesome until I wanted to stop 6 hours later and it wouldn't let me go. I mean, if you're doing an eighth, it should last. I was under the impression that taking more doesn't make it last longer, that every shroom trip is going to last about 6 to 8 hours. I mean, I took a decent amount and mine only lasted about 6 hours. Like the most intense stuff was like for about 4 hours. And then it was bookended by like 2 hours, like pre-taking it and then the post come down. I don't want to test shrooms, but how expensive is it? Isn't it like $15 or $20 for an eighth? Can you describe what ego death feels like, or is it one of those things you need to do? I can't describe it, my dude. I mean, I've given like minor explanations in the past, but I mean, it's the best analogy that I can think of to describe it is like, imagine you live your entire life with your phone glued to your face, and that's literally your entire life is like that. Ego death is like taking this like a few inches away from your face and seeing that like that entire perspective can be illusory, or you can become detached from that. And for me, that's a really unsettling feeling. Some people like it and are okay with it, but I don't know, it's really bad for me. Maybe Destiny isn't as smart as he thinks he is if he lets some shrooms defeat him. Oh, you should try a bunch, dude. Honestly, I'm kind of a pussy. And there were a couple guys in the subreddit saying as much. They're like, it's actually not that bad as long as you're pretty strong. I'm just really mentally weak. But if you're really mentally strong going into it, I would just drop 3/8. Just fucking do it and you'll probably come out. You'll crush it, dude. You'll be like, dude, the fuck? This is some easy ass fucking shit. Probably, dude.
Do you think it may be similar to actual death? Does it feel real to you? Has it changed your opinion on actual death?
I can't tell you. I can't possibly tell you what actual death would feel like. There's no way I can tell you that. I think the big thing is that it made me feel really alone. I think I don't like being alone anymore. It's like a really bad feeling now too. I really don't like it. I felt like some number of months ago, 6 months ago, I felt like I was very good on my own. Like I can like live on my own and not interact with anybody or do anything, and that felt really good to me, really natural to me. But now I feel like I've become much more socially dependent, which is not a good feeling at all. Testing's becoming a normal human being and it feels awful. It actually really does feel really fucking bad. I don't know how normal people do this type of shit. It feels fucking disgusting. Like normal relationship stuff feels really fucking bad to me. Like because it seems like you're always like held hostage by another party, right? Like how do you normally navigate like a situation like that? I don't know, it just seems like a really fucking shitty thing to be relying on. I blame the mushrooms. Do you think if you had a lower dose, some of these side effects wouldn't have been there? Well, I don't know, dude. I'm not a fucking mushroom expert. I understand why people stay in shitty relationships so much. Yeah, maybe. I have depression, anxiety, etc., but the loneliness I feel is the worst feel of all. Yeah, the problem is that, like, it's like more than... One thing that I hate is that, One thing that I don't like is that it feels like we have so many words for things that like feel so different than what the word normally implies. Do you ever notice that? Like, I've complained about this before, but it's actually like really fucking irritating. Like, we have the word anxiety, but then you can actually like have experiences of anxiety, and they're very different. Those two things are very different, right? Or like you can be depressed, or you can have like you can be depressed, or you can have like experiences of depression, and these two things are very fucking different from one another. Or same things with
Yay!
yeah. What's up?
What are you talking about?
We're talking about all sorts of stuff, Lily. What are you talking about?
Nothing. I just wanted to listen. You can continue, don't worry.
Does everybody here love League of Legends?
Pardon?
Does everybody here love League of Legends?
Only when I play with friends, like yourself, Steven.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready to hang out a ton when I get down there, Lily? Because I'm a real social person. I'm really wired for it, okay?
Yeah, I can't wait. We'll go to Starbucks and get hot chocolate and talk about life.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I had to mute for a second. But like, I guess like the weird thing with like the depressive lonely feelings is that there's like the word, I don't like the word loneliness, because loneliness implies that if you like had other people, or at least for me, loneliness implies that if there were other people there, that it would that it would help. But I guess like sometimes, I don't know, like there are these feelings where it's like it's not just loneliness, but that like you are truly alone in the fucking universe. And even if you had other people around you, it wouldn't really matter, because there's you're like down some pit, or in the bottom of some hole that like you can't necessarily get out of, and you're like completely separated from other people's existence. It's like it's a very strange, like horrible fucking feeling. And it's not something where just like putting other people around you would like help, you know? I don't know how to describe it. It's really weird. Sorry, I had to get a Pepsi. Alright, are you ready? I'm excited for this one.
I just turned on your stream and you were talking about loneliness.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to talk about it.
What do you want to talk about, Lily? Do you feel lonely sometimes?
Everyone feels lonely at times. That's when it's important to hang out with your friends.
Oh, I agree.
Are you lonely, Steven?
Those hipsters, I want to dance.